Welcome to Synopsis Pictures. And today we will be talking about an episode of a Filipino true stories of forbidden affairs called Karelasyon. In relation in English, please turn closed captions on for the best viewing experience. Please click or tap on the subscribe button to support the channel. It may be a simple task for you, but it is very valuable for us. Our story starts with a man named Mark. He owns a suckling pig establishment. While managing his business, his wife Bilan asked him if he could join him to watch a movie and unwind himself, but he declined. He had to work extra for the payroll. He needs to take care of his employees. At home, Mark is still busy with his payroll task. It seems he brought his work with him, and his wife is concerned with his daily routine. Some time later, Mark and his wife celebrated a grand opening of his new suckling pig branch, while Bilan is several months pregnant. Several years later, Mark received a phone call from an employee regarding the new branch. There seems to be some problems that need fixing, and tells his wife he must go immediately. He returned home late at night, wakes his wife who fell asleep waiting for him in the dinner table, tells her everything is alright now, and they can both sleep soundly. The next day, while Mark is driving, he received a phone call from one of his daughter's teachers. She seems to be crying in school waiting for her mother to pick her up. Mark volunteered to pick her up himself and dropped whatever he's currently doing. Back at home, Mark is visibly upset while drinking bottles of beer. His brother Nino kept him company while waiting for Bilan to arrive. As soon as she did, she apologized for coming home late. She had no idea the seminar would take so long. Then Mark reminded her that her only job is to look after the kids in their house, then walks away. Nino sat beside Bilan and told her his brother may be upset this night, but he assured her he always cools down after a good night of sleep. Morning came. Everyone was around for breakfast except for Mark. He apparently drove to his establishment early, missing the morning family breakfast. In the evening, as the couple are in bed, Bilan tried to cuddle up with her husband, but Mark seemed unresponsive and turned to another direction. While Bilan took out the clothes hanging in the clothesline, she was approached by Nino, asked her why she's unhappy lately, and Nino gets a hug from her. One thing led to another. They kissed. That night, Mark still hasn't come home yet. Bilan feels lonely. Nino came into her room and asked her how she's doing, but Bilan asked him to close the door. Days later, Mark's son asked him if he could come to school with him for a family day event, but Mark declined because he'll be busy then. Nino volunteered to go instead, and his brother approves of it. After the family day event, Nino, along with Bilan and her two kids, walked home together with smiles on their faces. Across the street, Mark saw them and was a little irritated, seeing his brother's arm wrapped around his wife. At home, Nino and Bilan were alone in the bedroom, getting all romantic with his brother's wife. Mark suddenly came home, asked his kids where their mother and uncle are, and he went to check on them. Mark opened the door slowly and witnessed something that shouldn't have happened in his house. He's beaten his brother so bad that blood ran down his knuckles. The wounds were so severe that he had to be rushed to the hospital. While their mother tried to calm Mark down, Mark and his wife talked. He told her not to worry and that he has already forgiven her, but tells his wife to keep in mind that he may never trust her again. Please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, or leave a like and a comment. It will help the channel out. Thank you for watching the Synopsis Pictures.